Hey there fellow gamers, it's Rams here with another games overview, this time for the month of September, and it's a big month. Not just because all the kids are going back to school finally, but it's that time of year when a few game rivalries start, and we're going to start off with this one. The football season has recently started and Konami is taking the first kickoff with their series, Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. Konami's latest in the series looks to be its finest game, with more detail towards the players using motion capture, how they dribble, move, shoot and so forth. Konami has made some cool partnership deals with the leagues in Brazil, Argentina and Chile, and also a few individual deals including the fastest man on earth Usain Bolt and recently announced David Beckham to the game. There is also a new co-op mode which you can play either 2v2 or 3v3 online, and has support for couch co-op so you and your friends can take on online opponents from one computer. Pro Evo looks real sharp this season and is ready for its rival. Of course, the rival I'm on about is this. The FIFA series has been dominating the scene and it looks to continue. The introduction of Ultimate Team a few years ago has been the main force driving FIFA to be successful and continues on with more added features including FIFA Ultimate Team Icons. Icons, which used to be called Legends, was a feature for the Xbox only and now is available on all platforms where you can now add the likes of Maradona, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho and more to your Ultimate Team. Last but not least is the story mode called The Journey, where you play as Alex Hunter, which was introduced in FIFA 17, now continues on in FIFA 18 to see where Alex goes in his second year career. FIFA 18 will release at the end of the month. The Dishonored series is such a unique franchise, blending fluid stealth action and brutal eviscerating combat into a first-person perspective, and now it rolls on with the death of the outsider. You play as Billy Lurk, a character who was in both of the previous Dishonored games. Billy finds her old mentor known as Dord, and is now on the hunt for the most powerful being in the game, the Outsider. This is the first time that the game will be a standalone version, meaning you don't need the previous titles to actually play the game. It might make you want to play the previous titles to know the story, but it's good for someone who wants to enter into the world of Dishonored for the first time. The first Total War Warhammer game is one of the most fun games, mixing real-time strategy of the Total War series, along with the turn-based strategy of the Warhammer world together. Creative Assembly are continuing with this formula into Total War Warhammer 2. There are some new races to play as, such as the Lizardmen, High Elves, Dark Elves, and recently announced Skaven on a new map. What's even more cool about this sequel is that if you have the first game, then the map and the races that you played with continue on into this game, and also the first map will combine with the new map, making the playing field even bigger than before. This year for fighting games has been crazy, with the releases of Injustice 2 and Tekken 7, but it's not stopping there as Marvel vs Capcom Infinite will be dropping in. The series has been based on tag battles, and with this version it's moving to 2v2 rather than its predecessor which had 3v3. A large mix of fan favourite Marvel and Capcom characters from different games and comics have been added, although there are some that still cannot be used due to licensing, which is a shame. But it still doesn't take away some of the most frantic fighting gameplay you will see, with a large number of combinations to be learned and used. There is also a story mode too, where you'll see the two big bad guys, Ultron from the Marvel series and Sigma from the Mega Man series, literally combine forces to try and rule the universe, and you have to stop them of course like any superhero would. Rivalries are a bit of a theme again, as sim racing titles are coming out around this time of year, and out in first comes Project Cars 2. After the success of the first Project Cars, plans were already being made for the second edition, and this is what we have. Bolstering over 170 cars from 35 elite manufacturers, 60 venues with multiple track layouts, new vehicle types which include oval racing, IndyCar racing, and one of my favourites, Rallycross. Along with all that comes Live Track 3.0, which changes the weather of the track during a race weekend. That will also affect how your vehicle performs in that situation, trying to give you that feeling of actually being there and trying to cope with what's going on. GT Sport and Forza Motorsport 7 will be here next month, but it's going to be tough for them with the amount that Project Cars 2 has to offer. Of course, the release of Destiny 2 is finally here, but for console owners only. I won't say too much about it this time around, as we're looking forward to the PC version, and PC owners would have just had a chance at the beta recently and won't be getting their hands on it until October. Still though, if you're a massive fan that is itching to play, even if you're waiting for the PC version, even if you already own a console, and even if your friends play on a console, Destiny 2 is still one to get for this month. That is it. Quite a tasty selection of games coming, and next month looks to get even better. To check out all of Scan Computer's social media channels for all the latest news from us. Until then, I'll catch you online.